friends, Heidi here from Rain Country Homestead. God is good all the time. Well, today I'm here this morning just to give you a quick update. Just so you understand, I'm shooting this on a Tuesday. It's going up Wednesday morning, which is today for you, and I'm hoping to do my live show later today at 11 Pacific time. However, and by the way, I'm sorry I had to cancel last week. I had it all planned out, and then bam, something came up and I had to make a run into the next town over, and that's pretty much a good half-day thing, and then I had a lot of chores to do when I got back. So I'm sorry I had to cancel that. I will try again today, but no promises. I cannot give you a promise. If I do come on, my plan is to talk about some elderberries and why you should grow it, or grow them, and just go over a few other things. So that's my plan, but if you don't see me, just understand we've got a lot on our plate right now. We're dealing with some rather heavy issues as well, and so just know that I'm not trying to abandon you guys. I do plan on doing trying to do regular shows, but it's probably not going, even if I do make it this week or next week, it's not going to be a regular weekly thing. I'm looking more at every other week. And then as far as Mr. Rain and me doing shows together, that will still be on the weekends. Usually Friday, Saturday is best for us, and that's going to depend on how the weekend's going, which day is better, and that will most likely be every other week. I know it's been a few weeks since we've done that, but that's just because we've had some really, really important things we have to deal with when he's been home. And even, during the week, I've just been swamped with stuff. And so I know a lot of you have been praying. Thank you for that. Please keep us in your prayers as we're going through this, and we'll get through it because God is good all the time. All right. Anyway, so that's the update and on the live show. So hopefully I will see you later if all goes well. Now I want to show you what else I've got going on today. I went to the store this morning and I picked up a couple more pansy plants. I find it's just best just to go ahead and grab pansy starts because they're so inexpensive. At least it's best for me in our area, because trying to get them going from seed is just a little bit difficult. However, you can get your pansies established in a good place and have them come back as perennials. You just got to prune them back. I mean, it's really not, I've got a lot coming back from last year. I just needed more because I got more pots and more areas I want to grow them. And I already bought a bunch of burgundy ones. But why do I grow all these pansies? I'm the one that's all about, I'm not going to grow it unless it's edible and or medicinal. So pansies, the flowers are just make a beautiful accent and tasty to your salads. And I've shown that before in other pictures, and I can insert one right here. And that's one of the salads I made last year. I love it that time of the year when the pansies and the borage and all the stuff is in bloom, and I can throw out my salads and add so much beautiful color and flavor. But anyway, the leaves, all the aerial parts of the plant are edible, and the leaves have this real light wintergreen flavor, at least they do to me. But not only are they edible, they have lots of health benefits, and so I use pansies for a lot of things. So that's why I like to grow them on. You'll see that in that last video. I think that went up Monday. Now I was talking a little bit about pansies. I think it was Monday. But another thing I picked up is rosemary starts. Look at how healthy these look. Now initially when I went to the store, I had full intention of buying the rosemary like in the produce department, like Tessie does. And please go check out Homestead Tessie's video right up here on how she gets her rosemary started. And she does have updates about that too. I'm gonna point to her original one, but she has updates on how her rosemary plants are doing. And that was what I was gonna do, but then when I saw these and how far along they are and healthy they are, and the fact that they were only a couple dollars a piece, that was a really good price. They had a good sale on them today, and I really, because of where we're at, I really need to get some rosemary that's a little farther along. Now, I did lose a couple more of my rosemary plants last year, but the ones, I keep coming back to this one spot on the west side where those ones always seem to do great. So that's where these are going. I'm not going to plant them out anywhere else because everywhere else I've tried to grow them, they die. Now they've got a specific spot. So I needed more rosemary, so I picked that up. And then some of you may have seen my toss the soy sauce video, and that's right up here. Now some people may have been disappointed because the recipe wasn't really a soy sauce replacement. because it doesn't taste like soy sauce, but it's something you can try in place of soy sauce, you know, as something different for stir fry and stuff. But it does not taste like soy sauce. And, you know, and a couple people were a little disappointed, and I understand that because I'm still looking for something that was a soy sauce replacement. But to me, I really like the way that tasted, that I would use it instead of soy sauce anyway. Now, for those of you who don't know, we're really trying to get away from soy products of all kind, even the Bragg's. Bragg's is probably going to be one of the healthiest ones you can get, the liquid aminos, but it's still a soy product. You know, non-GMO and organic, that's great, but it's not fermented. And from what I understand, fermented is the only way you should eat soy. And even then, to me, the jury's still out whether or not you should have soy in any form. Personally, you know, soy is an estrogen mimicker, and it can cause all kinds of other issues in the body. So we're trying to look for ways to get away from it entirely. Well, because of that video that I put up, Abby gave me, told me about the coconut aminos, and I had never heard of them. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I've got to try it. And so I'm going to tell you, I'll link to these below. I'm going to link to the best price, which I didn't buy. I bought the 4-pack thinking it would be the best price. And then when I looked again after I got them, the 2-pack's actually the better price. So that's what I'm going to link to, the 2. And also see if I can find a 1 gallon. I think there might be a half gallon or 1 gallon that may be a better price yet. But if you're just wanting to give them a try, you may want to try with, you can just start with 1 bottle or 2, because this does not taste like soy sauce. Now here's what the bottle looks like. I'll link to them below so you can read up about it more. But I also highly recommend you shop your local, if you have a health food store near you, shop your local health food store. I'm pretty sure you should be able to find them there, because I was last week, and this is why I had to cancel, had to run into town. So whenever I get into town, I do hit the health food store in there, because there's a lot of things I try to pick up in there when I can. And they had these, and I priced them out there, and they had a little bit better price than Amazon had buying that 2-pack. And so I recommend checking there. And you know, and again, I am an advocate of shopping locally. However, if you live more remotely like I do, and not everything is available at your one grocery store in town, you do kind of have to rely on Amazon and other places for things. So that's why I shop Amazon a lot, and always link to that stuff below. But it doesn't mean you can't find a better deal elsewhere, and shopping locally is really important. So anyway, these have, it's not exactly soy sauce as far as flavor. It is definitely closer than the recipe I gave you, because it's not sweet, but because it comes from the coconut sap from the tree. It's only 2 ingredients, coconut sap and sea salt. And it's it has a slightly sweet flavor to it, and the taste is different from soy, but not as far off. And so I recommend giving it a try, because I got to looking into these just in general, coconut aminos, and these, just like any coconut product, are really, really healthy for you. And I think this is going to be a lot better choice than any kind of soy sauce. So then another really great thing that happened yesterday was I got a really nice package in the mail with a card, a very sweet card of encouragement and thanks. And that person knows who they are, and I don't know that I should say their name, but I want to say thank you for that. It meant a lot, and it came at a perfect time, because yesterday was just a really, really hard day on me. And so when that package came, it was just, you know, I couldn't help but cry a little bit, because I needed that little bit of encouragement, and just knowing that people care and are thinking of us, it means so much. But anyway, and this is just so cool, because this is a pepper blend. She's calling it you know, the Christmas mix because of the colors. Isn't it beautiful? And I'm telling you, this is homegrown, by the way, you know, and they ground it themselves. This stuff is wonderful. I tried a little bit right out of the bottle, and yes, I know you warned me to be careful, and yes, it's super hot, but I love it, and I can hardly wait to put it on my homemade chili tonight. So I'm going to give that a try, and thank you, thank you, thank you. A couple other things going on. Yes, I got to make some more laundry detergent and some more hand soap. Today for the laundry detergent, I'm going to try some eucalyptus oil in it, and you can find my recipe to my laundry detergent right up there. If you like the powdered, I do have another recipe for a more liquid one, and I haven't done a video on the laundry sauce, but some of you guys have probably heard of that. I used to use that. I don't use it anymore. It's convenient in a lot of ways, But the problem I had with it was when I started using the off-grid laundry system, I noticed it didn't mix well into the water, and I'm like, huh, I don't know if maybe it mixed better in the electric machine or not, but it was really hard to get it to mix into the tub when I was using it in our, the off-grid laundry system. And if you haven't seen our off-grid laundry system, though I haven't shown us using that one yet, you may have seen the one with the mop bucket. That was just a trial thing to see what we thought. But we've since made a better system, and you can find at least the first video up there, and in that you'll find a part 2 video. And eventually I'll get around to doing a video of showing me actually putting it to use. And I really, really like it. I haven't used it a lot lately, especially when the sun's shining. We get lots of solar power to run our electric machine, and I've just been too busy to make the time to do that. But I did get some practice at it. I know how to do it, and I actually do enjoy doing that in the off-grid system. But anyway, the powder worked better for me in the off-grid system. So, and then over here, I'm not going to pull all this stuff out because that's for a video coming out, and I want to let you know I'm going to finally make a batch of homemade muscle rub, and I'm hoping to video it today or tomorrow. Don't expect the video to go up for at least another week or two, because I always try to get a week or two ahead, except for videos that have a timestamp on it, like this one will go up early in the morning. Any garden update videos I usually try to put up the next day if I'm able to, and things like that. But videos like this that aren't necessarily time sensitive could be a week or two out before I get them up, because I just try to have my little bank going, which I tell you has been a lifesaver. So those of you who are content creators out there, get yourself a week or two ahead so that when tough times hit, you've got some videos out ready, that you don't have to be time sensitive, that you can put up when you're just, things get too crazy or busy or whatever's going on, and you can do that. So just a little helpful hint. And I've just been so grateful that I was ahead on my videos right now because of that, with all that we've been dealing with, and not having time to shoot videos until right now. It's probably been a good week since I've made a video. So anyway, so there you have it. That's what's going on. I'll be planting this stuff today, and hopefully getting out there and stacking some firewood, which I love to stack firewood. Got to take advantage of this nice weather while I have it. I just haven't been able to do any garden update videos because it's just been too mucky and wet out there, and not much to videotape, but some of my pansies and my my beautiful peach tree in bloom, but I can show a picture of that, and in fact I'll insert that right here. That's my little dwarf tree. And then the tree that we transplanted out front is coming along. It's looking very healthy, so I'm really excited. So once that has more, once that really kind of opens up and we get, I don't know if we'll get blossoms, but it should at least get some leaves, and I'll do an update on that eventually. So just keep watching. Eventually those will come back out once we get through this. Really just seems like an extended long wet, but it's really not. I mean, it's common for April to be this wet. It just feels like an eternity when you're anxious to get out there and get your gardening done. Anyway, so there's my updates for now and what's going on, and I hope to see you later today, and if not, watch for me to come on next week, and just be patient with us as we get this figured out and try to get back into some sort of schedule. All right, anyway, thanks for watching. Take care, and God bless.